Tell by the title, I'm tired of Gypsy Rose. I watched the damn documentary for the second time and I actually took notes. I took notes, people. If you knew me in high school, I never took notes. I never took notes. I used paper, but I was writing rhymes, not notes. I took notes on this shit. I want to start this off by, in a world full of gypsies, be a Centoya Brown. She legitimately got abused and fucked. Gypsy just fucked the system.
Reporting from Aurora, Missouri. I am about to dive off our porch into the pile of snow. Now listen, please. This is so cool. Let's do it again.
A lot of the arguments that the defense made in their trial, because I'm only going off of the documentary, I didn't watch the act because I saw the documentary in 2017. I got tired of this girl's story back when it was new. It's old now, and it's been old, and people are acting surprised that she's acting the way she did. That girl is a full-fledged narcissist, okay? Because she flip-flops her story throughout the whole documentary. At one point, all she knew about was the fact that she was paralyzed, but you can see her during the time frame in which she thought she was paralyzed, moving her legs, sitting on ledges, jumping into snow. But if you break it down, just within the first fucking minute of this damn documentary, they show the text messages in which she is initiating the fucking unaliving. She is telling him when to do it, how to do it, where everything is going to be, how the door is going to be situated, how to open the door so the mom doesn't fucking wake up. The guy never fucking got into the house, never been to her house. They went to a Cinderella movie in which point fucking Gypsy fucked him in a bathroom. I'm just saying, within the first like minute, I was like, yeah, she did it. And she more culpable than what the fuck y'all thought. She a full fledged narcissist, bro. She was engaged twice while in prison. I learned this just from social medias and talking to people. Engaged twice. Engaged twice. I served 10 years in the military. I was only engaged once. Then after that, they go into the interview, right? Going to the interview, and she just up there, calm as shit, calm as shit, calm as shit. Who's the calm ones during the interview of a murder, of an unaliving investigation? The sociopathic ones, the narcissistic sociopathic people that think that they are always in the right. I'm telling you, I am telling you, I am telling you, she's crazy. Everybody just started pinning it on Nick, good John, good son. I fucking don't even know. That's how much I didn't really care until this bitch keeps re-entering my life, and I'm like, yo, and I want it to be known, I'm not defending Dee Dee. I'm just saying Gypsy should have served more time. She should have served at the very least the same amount of time that Centoya Brown served, and she did not. She did not. She served less. Immediately blamed it on Nick, bro. Immediately. That's what snitches do. And usually the person that snitch has a little bit more fucking energy within the situation than what they're letting on. Also, they were talking about how she had no way out. She had by the show. I watched like 2 episodes. She had like a really good friend that lived next door that was questioning it at one point. Could have told them. Later on in the documentary, you find out that a doctor realized. Even I know that. She's told don't get out of her wheelchair. I think I said that already, but she's told don't get out of her wheelchair. If she really thought she was paralyzed, why is she getting out of her wheelchair? If you base it off of the little bit I saw of the act, she was told she can't eat fucking sugar. They told Dee Dee told the dad that she has sleep apnea. One of the ways to get sleep apnea is through type 2 diabetes. I believe I looked it up. That's how. And it's like being fat as fuck, drinking too much, smoking too much. So that's where it
Your mom's passed away, okay, and she's deceased. All right. Now, what I want to ask you: did you have involvement in this? Okay. Just, hang on. Listen to me for just a second, okay?
Swiper, no swipey. She drops the crime every time. She might be just a mainstay in these videos. Then I got another question as a father. If you've been on this channel, you know that I've gone through some custody issues. I've gone through all that. I don't know a father alive that will fucking just back up, especially when he's told from birth that his daughter won't be alive till. And the hair always threw me off. So the mom cuts the hair, right? The mom cuts the hair. Gypsy's like, well, she said it's gonna fall out anyways. My question is, where's the critical thinking? Now we're either assuming that she's stupid because it's been shown, proven that she wasn't mentally diminished. She wasn't. So how did the hair keep coming back, and why did the hair keep being cut until she was on trial? So she was on trial. So she was on trial, 24, knowing that all of it was bullshit. But yet she still walked into trial with short hair. She was in on the grift, people. She was in on the grift. I don't even know if that's the fucking proper word for it, but she was in on it. She was in on it. And I say this because if she was a boy, that would have been the fucking narrative. Then the records prove no physical abuse, but you got the psychologist that was speaking on the defense and got the prosecution to buy in, talking about she was physically and mentally abused, but there's medical records that prove that she wasn't physically abused. She was not physically abused. So there is no fucking threat to her actual physical well-being. There was none. There was none. There was none. It was mental abuse, and she had people that had her back that would have fucking helped her out. You had a doctor that had already called out in 2007. In 2007, that they were lying about the fact that she couldn't walk. Called it out. Called it out. Nobody believed her. Nobody believed him. Nobody believed him. Should have pushed harder, but it's personal issues. I don't care. We all know this. Gypsy Rose was in on it, bro. Ran away my dick, bro.
The first time I ran away from home, I had met a friend. We both went to this sci-fi fantasy convention called VisionCon. I had told him vaguely about what was going on at home. And he told me, you just pack your stuff and you can come live with me in Arkansas. And I said, okay.
Why is he not in the documentary? That'd have been fucking perfect for the documentary. That'd have been perfect for her fucking story. That'd have been perfect for her story. Why was he not in the interview? Probably because he was going to expose something that probably shouldn't have been exposed. Probably because, from my understanding, from what my mother and my youngest said, he was on parole. Now, you watched the whole documentary. She pushed the narrative of ending her mom's life. She pushed that narrative. So you're gonna tell me that she didn't that she just ran away to a dude who was on parole and didn't bring up the, hey, if you end my mom, we could be together forever. We could be together forever. I'm telling you, she did it because I've seen like a lot of deadly women, and that is how that goes. If y'all interviewed him, that turns from a documentary, a whole show on Hulu, to an episode of Deadly Fucking Women. I promise you. I promise you, because she was just fucking trying to get somebody to do her dirty work for her. And in the documentary, you can clearly see her moving her legs multiple times, at multiple different ages. She was not paralyzed, and she knew it. She knew it. Another side note that I didn't write here, there were so many home videos. And me watching documentaries really helps me out. I remember watching one. There was this little girl. She had this, I think it was like something with her, she had cancer of some sort. And they did a documentary where they followed her around. She was happy sometimes, but there was a lot of fucking anger. There was a lot of fucking anger. She didn't get happy until the fucking issue was resolved. That's how most of these motherfuckers is. I say motherfuckers because I don't know on your names. This is more Bernie Mac just showing up. But most of these kids who got all these issues, that they're only on camera so much because there's a lot to deal with. Me as a grown ass man, if I get told I got stage 4 cancer and I'm about to die, guess what? Y'all gonna see the bitch in me. If I'm cameras on me all the time, you gonna see the bitch in me. I've been a ward. You're too happy. She happy on command. Like there's moments where she's like smiling, laughing. I got my oldest, 14 now, but when she was 4, she used to want to look cute. She want to try and look cute, and that's what it reminds me of. Just somebody acting like like they want to be the cutest person on the world. She comes off like a bad actor, and who's a bad actor? A bad fucking con person. She was a con person, bro. Just because Dee Dee was better. I'm not saying Dee Dee's justified and should be alive. No, Dee Dee should be in jail. Dee Dee should be in jail. She should be in prison. She should be locked up. But nah, nobody did anything. You could watch a movie where this dude says Teflon was giving out cancer and everyone called him stupid. You're not right. You're not right. He pushed it. But if you're a doctor and you're looking like, hey, they're saying she's paralyzed, but she's not paralyzed. I got physical evidence that shows she's not paralyzed. They're lying about something. Why don't we look into the other shit? Also, I'm only going over the damn documentary. I didn't watch the stupid fucking show because I'm over it. Not going over the fucking husband, boyfriend, who's the father, unless I get a daytime talk show and I take over after Murray, and I'm only going after the fucking really funny ones. Mind you, that just shows the narcissism that she has, bro. She couldn't even take care of a fucking puppy that she wanted. This is why I'm doing this video. I'm tired of hearing about Gypsy. I'd rather go back to hearing about Jeffrey Dahmer all the time, and that almost looked like a box was floating in the air behind me. I'd rather hear about Jeffrey Dahmer, honest, than Gypsy. They use Dee Dee's mental deficiency in her defense. So is Dee Dee a liar or is she a truth teller? Like, that's the shit that did make sense to me was the fact that you're gonna use Dee Dee's mental health deficiency, but then you look at the fucking messages that she was sending. She uses a proper context of two, TOO, and I know high school graduates and college graduates, college dropouts, defenders, soldiers. I know a whole bunch of people that still don't know how to use those in proper context and only use one out of the two. Take a second like Novocaine and it'll hit you. And she did it multiple times. And you can't tell me that it was autocorrect because a lot of those text messages grammatically were all fucked up. But the fucking one part that she should have fucked up, she didn't. That's narcissism, bro. In the fact she said she felt like she couldn't get out, you could have got out at any point in time. At any point in time. There are people who are fucking no, the one word is bad. They mentally handicapped that are working full time jobs, living on their own, doing their damn thing, and they are mentally stunted for real. Mentally stunted for real, and they are living fulfilled fucking lives before all of this, and during all of this, and after all of this. I'm sorry. She's also a narcissist, and she got a victim complex. I am fucking sorry. She's accused way too many people of the R word, of the R word. She gonna say that Nick did that shit to her that night, but there's a video one day later after the unaliving where she's saying food's not the only thing Nick's gonna be eating.
Later, he will be eating me.
So accuse of grandpa doing it and have people buying into that. I don't buy into it. I don't buy into it because if you're already fucking calling out your mom, the perfect time to say that your grandpa did it was when you were on trial. So because conspiracy to commit is 5, 10, 25 to life or a mandatory life sentence. So if you say, hey, mom was doing this shit, grandpa was doing this shit, probably getting a 5, even though you didn't serve the mandatory minimum of the minimum that they could have fucking gave you. They should have gave her life. If fucking Nick's in jail for life, she should be in jail for life because he lived in Wisconsin. He lived in Wisconsin. If he was going to do that, he would have done it fucking in Wisconsin. Maybe not close to home, but he wouldn't have fucking gone all the way to Missouri to do it. And in the documentary, she says, I'll get you the bus ticket. Come out here. The knife's going to be outside the front door. I'm going to leave it unlocked. Open it slowly because it creaks. Like, motherfucker, she's a mastermind behind that. Fucking the judicial system fucking sucks. I'm doing this so she can shut the fuck up. Sloan, the greatest jawline in fucking YouTube, said he wished that fucking she would have just got out, disappeared, went into the fucking background and lived a normal ass life. But what did she do? She got a reality TV show. Because everybody needs to see what she's doing. Tell me that's not a narcissist. But everybody else who's on reality TV is a narcissist. Everybody else on reality TV is a narcissist. Except for Gypsy. It was brought to my attention when she ate the mashed potatoes, but she had the freaking feeding tube. She shouldn't have done that. Just shows that the feeding tube wasn't working. And again, she was trying to be super cute. And it was like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't find that shit cute. I don't find the overly fucking annoying, honestly. That's part of the reason I didn't like her in 2017. I'm like, this seems like bad acting. I'm sorry. If you watch that documentary through the scope of a fucking non biased pessimist who just looks at everyone like all of you are shitty, because I am shitty. I'm a shitty person and I'm better than all of you. I'm saying I'm not a narcissist. I'm just not narcissistic enough to go on reality TV. I've seen the outcome of that. There's only one person that that's been on reality TV that I respect, and that is Heather fucking B. That is it. Heather fucking B. She's the only one. Why? Because she hit the background, worked on her fucking craft, worked on what she wanted to do, and now she's like a legend. She's a legend in the game. Then they're talking about Disney movies. They're talking about Disney movies, right? And she picks the one Disney movie where the mother figure gets off. Where the mother figure gets off. That's the one that she picks. That's the one that she picks. There's so many other Disney movies where the mother doesn't get off and the princess still lives the best life possible. Best life possible. Beauty and the Beast. Fucking Cinderella. Cinderella. Fucking you got fucking movies Beauty and the Beast where the mom ain't even there. Fucking Little Mermaid. Fucking Snow White. But I think the mom goes in that. I'm just saying Snow White because y'all know. That's just funny. And for the record, they don't hate that girl because, well, some do because she's not white. But she was also talking major shit about the fucking original material and talking shit about the filming process, talking about how she should get paid more. Side tangent, but it's a little more than just race. Personally, I don't like the movie. And if you ask me personally, her name was Snow White because her skin was white as snow. Shouldn't have been talking shit about the material if you were already gonna have to deal with the complexion thing. See, Halle Bailey played it pretty well. I just think that the fucking graphics look bad. I didn't even watch the movie. They should have got the people that did Aquaman. Runaway story makes no sense. Like I said, if I was doing a documentary, she runs away. I'm finding out who the fuck she went to. You're not gonna tell me that she ran from fucking Missouri to fucking Arkansas and doesn't remember this dude's fucking name. Yeah, but I would have that motherfucker on there. I would have him on the documentary. I want to ask what he said. Why did you just go to your house in Arkansas? How'd that happen? How'd that fucking happen? How? You was just walking on along the highway, stick your finger up, fucking. I'm not gonna say that normal is subjective, but like she does just off general look like there is something wrong with her. Motherfucker just picked her up, took her to Arkansas. She up here hugging her dad. Why didn't she call her dad? Why don't you just go to a store and be like, hey, dad, I need your help. Mom's crazy. Mom's crazy. I need your help. See, these is regular things. These is regular fucking things that regular kids do. Regular kids know this. If mom's acting crazy, who do you go to? You go to daddy. You go to daddy. Daddy acting crazy, you go to mommy. Right? Ain't that what you do? It's too perfect. She ain't Gabriel Fernandez. She ain't Gabriel Fernandez, bro. Story's too perfect. Gabriel Fernandez was abused. The fucking Centoya was abused. She was not abused. She was fucking, I don't know if it's groomed or not, but she was fucking put in this position to be part of this grift, and she took it, and she did it, and she did it, and she got all the fucking benefits of being a part of this grift. Now she's getting all the benefits of the documentary, all the benefits of a show. She's got the reality show. She getting paid. She doing all this, but she fucking that off. I mean, she's not gonna go back to jail. Double Jeopardy is a good movie and a real thing. Fucking judicial system, right? I'm just saying, if she got the fucking 7 years or whatever she actually wound up serving, which 85% of 10 years is 8.5, I believe, Oklahoma math. She got out early. There's any kid from like O Block, Compton, fucking Flatbush, Yonkers, in Atlanta that's serving a life sentence for unaliving that they wouldn't have done if they weren't in the position they were. They should be released. They should be released, especially if they've turned their life around. She She went to jail and decided to get engaged a couple times. Meanwhile, you got others that's in there. They're getting high school degrees. They're trying to get college diplomas. They're trying to start programs to prevent others from fucking being in that vicious cycle of in and out. How about you let them out? How about you give Larry Hoover some time that maybe help fix a problem he started in fucking Chicago? I don't know. Might actually work out. It just seems a bit fucked. Nick is the one with the mental issues. Nick is the one with the mental issues. He's multiple personalities. At the very least, he actually believed it. Now, I know multiple personality disorder is a real hard one to actually prove. But if you believe it, then you believe it. He up here telling her he got the evil side. He got this evil side and he'll take care of it. He says, oh, he was in a BDSM. And so I just started taking not safe for work pictures. But there's no proof that he's the one who initiated it. There's no proof. And he might have. But you were really quick to jump on that shit. You were really quick to jump on that ship. And then when you go to the messages, hopefully this is where some editing goes in and the pictures can be shown. But she's pushing the narrative. She's pushing the whole narrative. She did not only give the idea to do this shit to DD, she fucking told him exactly where to do it, how to do it. And apparently there's a Barney doll there that wasn't there when he did it. This guy admitted to stabbing her. He admitted to everything, but apparently he's only admitting to 4. But she was stabbed 17 times. Now, I've watched a lot of documentaries, and the one thing that I've learned to do a fucking excess number of stabbings takes a lot of muscle or rage. Who has the rage within that situation? I don't think it's Nick. That's all I'm saying. If I was her, I'd just fucking back out of the fucking spotlight, delete all social medias, don't even post, get a fucking, well, you can't get a real job. Live off of the fucking acting of mommy unalive and mommy dearest. At 50 minutes, he puts out a post on Facebook in the documentary. At 50 minutes, you'll see it. I'll put some timestamps on here in my notes. At 50 minutes, he all but confirms he's willing to do it and take the charge, thinking that she'll take charge too, thinking they'll be together forever. She played that. She played that. She used that. She used that. Like what? Like what? Like what? Like a con man would. Like a con artist. She was posting as Nick. She was posting as Nick. Like, yo, the prosecutor fucking sucks in this. He sucks in this. He sucks in this. Because she was all but pinning everything on him. Everything on him. Everything on him. Said, yeah, I killed that fat bitch and R-worded her daughter. But then one day later, what is she saying? On camera. This is on fucking camera. It was not the only thing Nick's eating. Every good idea within the fucking planning of this fucking unaliving came from her. I don't think enough fucking time was spent looking at the time, at the distance between the two. He lived in Wisconsin. She lived in Missouri. How does this happen if Gypsy Rose isn't in the fucking center of it? She isn't the brain behind it. Nick is the victim. Nick is one of the victims in this. He's one of the victims because he was fucking manipulated into a situation where he took a life and now he's got to take the brunt of the fucking issue. She should be taking at the very least half. I'm saying that's like an 80-20 to me. That's an 80-20. Nick should have been deemed not able to stand trial due to mental deficiency or whatever and been put in like a loony bin or somewhere. I know that's not the proper term, but I served 3 days in one, so I think I'm allowed to say it. Serve time in a loony bin until he is deemed mentally right to enter the world. Find himself a good girl who's gonna say, "Hey, man, how about we don't unalive people? You get a job, you do what you want, you do what you're really good at. Write a story, become a mechanic, just do something constructive." Because according to what I've also heard, he's been like a model prisoner. He's been a model prisoner. But she's free. But she's free every time she's accusing people of the R word. Of the fucking R word. Hell, to her husband and soon to be her ex-husband, you better watch out because she's gonna accuse you next. And then if her and this Ken dude, fake Ken, who don't know shit about the Mojo Dojo Casa house, fucking once they break up, you're gonna be accused too, buddy. You're gonna be accused too, buddy. Shit sounds like a bad Lifetime movie, if you ask me. Unrealistic, unbelievable, and stupid. That's it. That's just how I feel. And I'll say it again, in a world full of gypsies, aka victims, be it Centoya Brown, because Centoya Brown owned up to everything. I really recommend that documentary on Netflix. She was in a car with a 43-year-old dude as a 16-year-old prostitute. Dude deserved it. And I'm a vet. He deserved it. As they're driving, he told me he a sharpshooter, showing off all his guns. She was trying to back out of it, trying to get out, like, hey, let's sleep. And then he grabbing her by the, you know what? He deserved it. He deserved it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He deserved it. If you're picking up a prostitute, you shouldn't be bragging about your guns and shit. Hey, and if you're picking up a prostitute, make sure it's age appropriate. Please. Please. That's it. If I'm go over, if this even gets anything, if I'm to go over the reality show, which I really don't want to watch, but I will, for the views, for the likes, for the psychology of the issue. Y'all have a good one though. Remember, don't be a victim. Be a Centoya Brown.